do. I mean, there's a great field that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the one. And here's Memphis. And that one is hammered home.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket. George against Bain. Here's Zubats over Adams. George has the open look. Baseline jumper right on the money.
Just such a natural shooting ability. Paul George making the tough mid-ranger look easy.
Outside Morant. Outside Bain. He shoots it. That one's wide left.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Pass to Morant. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now. Get up to throw down.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
George against Bain. Down low. Here's Jackson. The shot comes out, and the Clippers will come the other way. Leonard passes to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Outside Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Morris.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First free throw is good. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Wall for three, drains the triple. Wall's got 5.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Back to Morant, stolen by Wall. Leonard against Brooks, and the shot's good.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Outside Morant. Morant with the slam!
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
Morant against Wall. Kicks it to George. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 1:24 left in the first quarter of the game. Morant with the slam!
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? George against Bain. Leonard outside. Driving in, and the dunk by Leonard.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Outside Bain. Morant with it, checked by Wall. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Ivica Zubats. The free throw drops for Morant. Both shots good from the stripe.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Moran against Wall. The kick out to Morris. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Can't hit from in close. Brooks, the pass to Bain. And here's Jackson. To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
We've watched Moran get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
George against Bain. Leonard outside. And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Outside Moran. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. The Clippers on top. They're up by 1. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Here's Moran. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Another thing they're doing right is winning the foul calls. I mean, right away been focused on doing damage as much as they can when they get in the bonus, get to that free throw line.
It's George on the wing. Here's Wall. And it's Bain with the rebound. Memphis leading. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
It's George on the wing. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's Moran. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Moran.
Bain against George. Wall, the pass to Zubac. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Bain. 5 to shoot. Here's Zubac. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Lets it fly. Fades back. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Pass to Leonard. Crosses over, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
Hey, Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved.
And so he hits both. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Outside Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the first half. Here's Bane. It's deflected. Ball against Brooks. And the jam by George.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Pass to Morant. Stolen by Wall. And here comes the break. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Kawhi has great size, but along with that has very good instincts as a rebounder, and that time works the offensive class.
George against Bane. Here's Adams. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. George with it. Checked by Brooks. Stolen by Jackson. In transition from deep, Morant. And again, Memphis no good. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to George. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Adams, the pass to Jackson. Morant against Leonard. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Wall against Morant. Out to Leonard from outside the arc. Counted from distance. Leonard's got 15.
Consistent shooter from all 3 levels. Kawhi Leonard, the first option they typically look for, and for very good reason.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Timeout called. Memphis.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Outside Morant. Outside Bane. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Banked it in off the glass. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Clippers. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, guys. Let's do a strong.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
That's the end of the first half with the score. The Grizzlies.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 55% for the game so far. Wall, the pass to Morris. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Back to Morant. This for the tie! And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 7 tonight. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Now Wall. Back to Zubac. Shoots over Morant. Oh, a clip. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. at Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old. Woo-wee! What a big finish out on the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Leonard. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 17 points. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Inside. Stolen by Jackson. It's a one-on-one situation. Morant with it. Checked by Wall. And then Morant with the jam.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
George outside. Pass to Leonard. Here's Wall. Leonard finds Wall. Zubac with it. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Brooks against Morris. For the lead. And Morant with the basket on the assist by Brooks. Morant's got 20.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
George passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Pass to Bain. On the wing, Brooks. Leonard defending. Shot clock at 5. Back to Bain. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by George.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Outside Morant. Outside Bain. Lays it up and banks it in. 22 points for him.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. George passes to Morris, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Marcus Morris Sr. 2 shots.
It's both from the stripe. A minute 15 left in the third quarter. Outside Morant. That shot, no good. And George with some nice D. Wall finds Morris. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Bain. And they'll get another chance. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
George outside. From downtown, Zubac. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Yep.
You look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
Here's Wall. Pass to Zubac. The kick out to Wall. And he banks in the layup. And now a 6-point Clipper lead.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Outside Bain. Here's Jackson. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large? And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the two-way threats of George and Leonard as a wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Pass to Wall. Here he goes, and the big finish by Wall.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Morris outside. Back to George. And the jam by George.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
And it's Brooks missing. The Clippers in the lead. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Wall. Pass to Zubac. George with it. Jackson in his pocket. 6 on the shot clock. Morris can't hit. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. From deep, Morant. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's George. The kick out to Wall. Morris passes to Zubac. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists now in this one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. To the inside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bain. George over to help. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Adams, no hesitation, and right to the rim.
The Clippers shooting it well at 59%. George passes to Wall. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. George outside. Out to Leonard. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Over Bain. Misses off the left iron.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Pass to Adams. Jackson on the wing. Here's Morant. And that one drops. Morant's got 10 points in just the second half.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Morant against Wall. Out to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Outside Morant. Three-pointer. Gets the three ball to go. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Here's George. The wide open shot is on the money.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
Outside Morant. Jackson with a screen on Wall. Oh, he nails it! And now they trail by just 4.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his third foul so far. George against Bain. George passes to Zubac. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 6.
That's a pretty sweet dish there by Paul George, just selfless on that play.
Down low. Jackson down low. Guarded by Morris. Yes!
Just wow. A monster flush from the big man. And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5.
At the line for the Clippers, Paul George.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
That's how you protect the lead. Build it out with clutch free throws.
Bain, no good. And here's George. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. And thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
It's an NBA afternoon game here on this third. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the three.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cat is generally among the best in the league.
And Towns drops them both. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And George typically capitalizes well off any pick-and-roll situation because he makes quick decisions, and his basketball IQ is pretty high.
Now, here's McDaniels. Outside, Towns. And he uses the glass on the layup.
A high percentage shooter from the field, Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
Outside, Wall. There's the dish to Leonard. Outside, Wall. The shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. McDaniels in the post. Covered by Wall. Edwards kicks to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. They get a hand on it. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Left side, George. All alone. Good as the jump shot falls. George has got 5 now.
Well, that's an easy pass for John Wall to make. As soon as he spots his teammate wide open, he's dropping that dime on time and on target.
Now here's Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Towns kicks to Gobert. Russell against Wall. Now here's McDaniels. Defense right on him. Count it. Good. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wall up top. He's guarded by Russell. Outside for George. Here's Leonard. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean,
oh, my goodness.
Man. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
Now here's Wall. Here's George to the inside. Morris passes to Zubac. Back to Morris. Gobert pulls it in.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Down low, Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Now, here is George. 5 points in the game. He doesn't hit that one. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Here is Russell. Outside, Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Morris kicks the wall. Pass to Zubac. Morris outside. And a deep three from George. That one's off. Still out of sync. Timberwolves leading by 7. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the rejection by Zubac. And here's Wall outside. Morris passes to Zubac. Out to Morris. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now McDaniels. Second chance shot. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Timberwolves on top, leading by 7. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Morris into the lane. Outside, George. Over in the corner, Zubac. Baseline Jay, and he hits the jump shot. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Towns throws it down.
And no help on that one. Towns, long strides. Get all the way to the rack. Way to go, big fella.
And Wall kicks to Morris. The 3 from George. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Out to Morris. George against Edwards. Back to Morris. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Russell looking around. The kick out to Towns. To the inside. A nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside for George. It's stolen by Edwards. McDaniels passes to Towns. Over Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
George with no one around. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's Russell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Edwards drives in. And finished off by Edwards.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Russell dishes to Edwards. The pass to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Russell with it. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
You know, this is what makes Towns an all-star kind of talent. I mean, his ability to get it going and pile up points in a hurry.
Outside for George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Russell passes to Towns. Feeds it to Edwards. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Moving it up. And George kicks to Zubats. Leonard inside. Working on McDaniels. Takes the 3. And it's Leonard missing. Minnesota leading by 13. To the middle. Here's Towns. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Towns has got 16.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
To the paint. And the dunk by Zubats.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Wall against Russell. Outside, Towns. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on John Wall.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And Towns drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
And so we wrap up the first half. Timberwolves lead by 15. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the Sun. Thank you, David, and we'll be back. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Taurean Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the point.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And they'll get another chance. Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Prince. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Reed. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Clippers trail by 17. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Back to Kennard. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Noel. Passes it to McLaughlin. Just 5 to shoot. It's deflected.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
Reed with the block. Noel passes to McLaughlin. The kick out to Anderson. Fires from deep. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter.
Man, I like to see Covington get aggressive in the paint, sending a message to the defense with that dunk.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Anderson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Anderson's got his first basket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Covington passes to Kennard. Outside for Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. There's 1:47 left to play in the third. Here's Noel, and it's rebounded by Covington.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Jackson. Here's Batum. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 15. Inside. And the dunk by Covington.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Noel. Kennard covering. Noel passes to Reed. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Here's Kennard. There's the feed to Batum. The shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Very hard not to leave your feet defending against Batum. Tough to bother his shot otherwise.
Both free throws good from Batum. Minnesota leading by 13. Here's Noel. Prince outside. There's the triple. He can't get it to go. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum.
Substitution on the court.
And And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness. Did you see that? Wow, John Wall still has major bounce after being in the league over 10 years.
Russell finds Edwards. To the inside. Towns takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Minnesota leading by 13. Russell with it. Kicks to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns dishes to Gobert. And the rejection by Zubac. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Stolen by Zubac. He kicks to Leonard. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Towns with it. Leonard picks him up. Towns, the pass to Russell. That 3 off the mark. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. And he drives in. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket. And it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Towns finds Gobert. The kick out to Towns. Edwards against Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline try.
Passion is something we love to see no matter what we're doing, and Leonard plays with great passion. A defensive menace who gives everything he has to shut his man down while still doing it at the offensive end, too.
Outside, Towns. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Towns, the pass to Edwards. Outside, Russell lets it go from deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Morris passes to Wall. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
Minnesota leading by 12. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Russell dishes to Towns. Clock at 6. Over Morris. Misses off the right angle. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. The Clippers again turning it over.
Minnesota basketball.
Now, here is Russell. And they double up Russell. Over in the corner, Edwards. McDaniels finds Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Zubats. And Los Angeles guys shooting from the field. 44%, not bad.
A really solid victory for them here tonight. They kept things simple, took what the defense gave them, and grabbed the win for the Timberwolves.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Karl Anthony Towns.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And it's the Clippers' ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Now Russell. From deep three-point range and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was...
We're in for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Greg.
Hey, BA, get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. And so it's Memphis with it, and the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. They've got John Conchar, also Tyus Jones out there. Xavier Tillman is out there with Danny Green, and it's Aldama in at the 4. Now here's Jones. Shot clock at 6. Edwards pulls it in.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Towns passes to Edwards. Knocks it loose. Over to the left wing. Russell finds Gobert. The 3 is up. And it's Russell. That time on the assist by Gobert.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball. If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
And here's Minnesota now. It's a 3-point game.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Jones against Russell. Aldama, no good. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting the game the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Williams is checked in for Green. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A line change here for Memphis. Now here's Russell. He's got 5. Into the lane. Out left to the wing. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. For Memphis, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. And it's Brooks missing. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Towns passes to Edwards. It's stolen by Green. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Russell against Morant. They need this. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Baines checked in. Edwards for 3. Tips it up. Controls the rebound and the putback.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Russell against Morant. Outside Bane. Jackson outside to the left wing. Clock at 6. Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
He does not get the second one. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Shot is up. And there's Jackson on the assist from Bane.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Russell against Morant. Pass to Towns. Fires the three. Hits the three-pointer. Towns has got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Edwards against Bain. And here's Adams. Now Brooks. Outside Bain. Outside Morant. Back to Bain.
Morant with the slam! As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Russell against Morant. Russell to pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. And he lobs it up, and it's powered home by Towns.
What an athletic play from Towns. Rising up over the defense to hammer in the alley-oop.
Adams with a screen on Edwards. Bain, the pass to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Outside Edwards. To the middle. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead, just pounding the painted area. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and they're focused.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Shot is good by Edwards.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Outside Bain. Launches it. Rebound Minnesota.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Russell into the lane. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. He's got 5. Driving inside. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
The 3 from Bain. He can't get it to go. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Prince. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Russell to pass to Edwards. Adams grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain.
Have to give major credit to the hustle of Gobert. He really goes all out on D.
Here's Edwards. He's got 5 to the paint. Here's Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Timberwolves lead by 11. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Adams, and it's slammed in by Adams.
He's a power player. That's a grown man move by Steven Adams.
Russell against Morant. Pass to Towns. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams with the ball, and it's Gobert picking him up. Here's Brooks, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
The sheer power at 220, maybe 230 to take the hit and complete the play. Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks has had one heck of a start to his career. He's a solid rotational player.
Outside Edwards. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. As for Dillon Brooks, he's the glue that holds these guys together, Smitty.
No doubt, B.A., he's their emotional leader on this team. He can take over games at times offensively. He is really the heartbeat of this club.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
It's McDaniels on the wing. On target from range.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Memphis trailing here. Bain, pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Converting around the rim is just effortless for Jackson. He could play on my team any day.
Reed a screen on Morant. 27 seconds left in the half. McLaughlin's shot is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now Morant. Give him 8 points now. Kicks it out to Jackson. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out.
Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwockies!
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
On the court for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And he makes both free throws.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Outside Morant. They get it back. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Right wing. Puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta. McLaughlin's got 5.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Outside Bain. Morant with it. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Here's McLaughlin. 5 points in the game. Pass to Noel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And here's Morant outside. Nails it from 3. 13 points in the game.
Smooth shot from Ja Morant. Coach has to love that confident play.
Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's Noel. Anderson with a screen on Bain. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Outside for Brooks. Now here's Jackson. Brooks, a screen on Anderson. Here's Jackson. And too long on the shot. Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Noel. Anderson with a screen on Bain. Inside. And finished off by Anderson.
Getting himself to the rim, Anderson continually finds ways to impact the game.
Outside Morant. The 3. That one doesn't drop. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Anderson with it. Checked by Brooks. Pass to Noel. 1:51 left in the third. Anderson finds Reed. Adams against McDaniels. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Memphis is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Morant. He can't get that one to fall. And Minnesota will come the other way. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. On the wing, Noel from the arc. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Outside Morant. Jackson outside. And then Morant with the dunk.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Anderson passes to McDaniels. 44 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's McLaughlin. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Memphis calls timeout. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome! Outside Russell. off target. Here's Aldama. It's good if it goes. And that's not going to go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Morant. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Bane finds Brooks. Back to Bane. And Gobert with a block.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
And Edwards slams it in.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Moran against Russell. From deep, Bane. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Russell. Pass to Prince. Takes it inside. Outside for Russell. Misses the 3.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And here's Morant outside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. Towns passes to Gobert. Back to Towns. Pass to Russell. 6 to shoot. Towns on a screen. Russell with the ball. Checked by Brooks. From outside the arc. Ja Morant grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Jackson with a screen on Russell. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is a big target coming off the pick and roll. Jaren's lethal in this set.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Ja Morant picks one up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Morant. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
The defensive chops of Towns, able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters. And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Russell, the pass to Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. 1:51 left to play in the fourth quarter. Russell, the pass to Towns. To the left side wing. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Out to the wing. And here's Morant outside. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
I love the competitive fire Ja Morant plays with, coming right back with his own 3.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Edwards. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 from Minnesota.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Timberwolves.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Anthony Edwards.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight. Flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
From deep three-point range, Adams grabs the miss. 19 seconds left in the game. Here's Bain. Adams, the pass to Morant. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
It's time for the NBA Live. We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Bain for 3. No good that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard the pass to Wall. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Zubac kicks to George. Passes to Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside, George. 5 on the clock. On deep. Grizzlies with the rebound. Paul George with the steal. Outside Leonard. There's the dish to Wall. Back to Leonard. Over Morant. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And a wide open look for Bain. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. From outside, off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Brooks outside. Finishes the break with a slam.
You have to like how active Brooks is on the floor. Working hard to be where his team needs him on that break.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Bain kicks to Brooks. Here's Morant. Count it.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Now here's Wall. It's George on the wing. 3-pointer. Brooks grabs the board.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bain falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
The shot by George, no good. Memphis leading by 5. Leonard with the steal. In the corner, George with it. Here's the 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
It matters not if you're staying attached and connected to Paul George. He's got the height and release point to get it off anyway.
You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
And here is Los Angeles now. Grizzlies making the shot. Zubac the pass to Morris. Back to Leonard from deep 3-point range. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Kawhi Leonard, tremendous timing on that play. You've got to be shot ready on the catch.
Adams with the screen on George. Bain passes to Adams. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. George with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, as a great scorer, you still have to be willing to balance it with finding your teammates. Kawhi Leonard puts the ball where it needs to be.
Now here's Morant. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Nice job down low.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. And here is Los Angeles now. George finds Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. Picked him clean. Bane with it. He's picked up by Wall. Here's Jackson. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Jackson's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Grizzlies. Ball against Morant. Outside, Wall. George passes to Zubac. That shot missing. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. The 3 from Morant. Morris with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Wall. And Wall with the slam.
Don't allow John Wall to get that kind of space at the rim. The vertical is pure.
Morant against Wall. Payne for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Leonard dishes to Morris. Wall passes to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, to think back in college, the three-point shot was a real struggle for Kawhi Leonard. Now it's become a strength.
Outside, Payne. Puts up a 3. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. And Adams with the slam.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
All with it. Now defended by Adams. Wall draws the double. The 3 from George. There's the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role. But Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Brooks kicks to Adams. Morant outside. A 3 ball. Hands it from downtown. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's George. It's stolen. Payne for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, he bailed him out with that one. Shot clock was low. You got to just play straight up D. That is not the time to take a foul.
Lock at 6. Up top, Morant. Covered by Wall.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Morant against Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. This one for 3. No good there. And it's Memphis the other way. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Bain finds Jackson. Wall with the steal. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Now it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
And that's what they want to see out of Jackson. Getting out on the break and just busting it up the court.
George, that's a 2-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Memphis out in front as they end the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Leonard. To the middle, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's Bain. Second shot opportunity. Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
Morris outside. Wall against Morant. And Wall kicks to Morris. Leonard the pass to Zubac. 3 on the clock. A 3 from Morris. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Adams finds Morant. The tray. It's rebounded by Leonard. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit. Well, Paul George's been cooking all night. The defense has nothing for him right now.
Outside, Bain. Outside for Jackson. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Jackson's got 8.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Here's Wall. Outside for George. Stolen by Jackson. Wall against Morant. Now the pass to Bain. Pass to Brooks. Morant outside. Tries yet again. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Morris dishes to George. And then George George with the jam.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Morant surveying the D. Clark a screen on Wall. Morant with a wide open look. And the three ball is good. He's got 12.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Morris with the screen for George. Back to Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame and that game. Look out, gentlemen.
Outside, Bain dishes it to Jackson. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Outside, George. Here's Leonard. Outside for George. Shoots the three. Brooks grabs the board.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, Kawhi understands that the team relies on him for consistent productivity.
Bain passes to Jackson. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George has got the ball. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Williams is checked in for the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones comes in for Morant.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Jones dishes to Clark. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And here's George for 3. Leonard looking around. Good on the shot. Leonard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, leading by 5. We've got more. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, the wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And it goes down 2 points. 19 points for Kawhi Leonard.
You can see how much John Wall wants to keep his teammates engaged, puts the pass exactly where it needs to be.
Now here's Morant for 3. Shot clock reset for Memphis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Now George. Zubac's a screen on Bain. Back to George. He kicks it to Morris. To the paint. That's good for George on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 6 assists in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Adams sets the pick for Morant. The feed to Adams. Fades away. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Leonard the pass to Zubats. From deep. The shot comes out. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Brooks, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Back to Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Over Brooks. Again, Los Angeles.
Kawhi Leonard is efficient with his shooting form. Makes it look easy right there.
Left side, Adams. Outside, Jackson. Goes back up. Banked in off the glass.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Passes it to Zubats. George against Bain. Pass to Wall. Back to George. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Memphis. Bain passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Wow, Steven Adams continuing to evolve. How about the clutch delivery?
Here's George. The pass to Zubats. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Bain's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brooks kicks to Bain. Takes a 3. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Outside Leonard. The Clippers keep it alive. Zubats finds Morris. No good from 18.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Bain passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Back to George. Morris with a screen on Bain. 51 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Jackson. Drives to the hoop. Yes!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
That's the Wall. Back to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Morant. Here's Adams. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, Steven Adams crashes the glass as well as anyone in the NBA. So skilled at knowing where those misses will come off.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
Here's Morant. Count it.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
George from deep three-point land, off the mark. So it's Memphis picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they
squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. 2 on the clock. Towns for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Wall, the pass to Leonard. And here's Zubats. Back to Leonard. Oh, the turnaround jumper counted.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Wall. Pass to Zubats. Morris outside. George outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Russell with the ball. And here's McDaniels. George defending. McDaniels passes to Towns. Let's go with a 3. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Edwards. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, and get an extra possession.
George, a screen on Russell. Pass to George. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG could be an MVP caliber player.
Here's Gobert to the wing on the left. Towns for 3. He buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Edwards against George. Pass to Morris. Now here's Zubats. To the inside. And the layup is good off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Towns. Out left to the wing. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. It's not going to go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. Now here's George. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Towns. Oh, sweet move.
Almost 7 feet tall. Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard.
At the line for Minnesota.
First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Towns nails them both.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
George outside. Morris, a screen on Edwards. George has the open look. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. George has got 7 points.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one there.
Up top, Edwards. And he drives in. Gobert, no good.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Russell to pass to Edwards. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Clippers in the lead. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
For three, George. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
That's just a good-looking shot from Paul George. Gets it right into his shooting pocket and finishes it off with confidence.
Russell to pass to Gobert. Edwards for three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Oh, nice.
Look at the bench.
Down.
I mean, the bench is going nuts.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
From downtown, Leonard can't get it to go. The Timberwolves trail. Russell to pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
A one-handed tomahawk. That's a guaranteed highlight, B.A.
Check out the bench. They flew out of their seats after that. The kick out to Morris. George outside. Back to Morris. It's George on the drive. And the jam by George.
Yeah, Paul George, look out. Hammers that one home.
Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. All right, Brad, you're part of the front office. Take back the curtain a little here. What do you guys do that the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, the draft process is a lot more in depth than people would ever realize. And one of the biggest things, BA, that you have to take into account is what it is, not just talent-wise you're inviting into the building, but the character and how it fits around what you've already established. So taking one guy that might be a player that you think is a great player might not be great for the current team that you have. And so the layers, they run pretty deep.
Here's Edwards. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Towns a screen on George. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Morris. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Wall. The kick out to Morris. Pass to George. Now here's Wall. Guarded by Russell. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Zubac has got 4 points this quarter.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
And here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Gobert against Zubac. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside. Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor. Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And here are the Clippers now. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers.
All right, everybody. Time to get on your feet and make some noise. One more time for your Timberwolves dancer.
McDaniels finds Edwards. 44 seconds left in the first half of this one. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Edwards against George. Gets the 3 to fall. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Love to see PG getting into that zone, committed to find the points.
Russell to pass to Towns. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Rock the baby, working the size advantage inside.
Kawhi Leonard.
Now here's George. He's got 15. Oh, there's the alley. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Noel.
And Powell giving great effort here defensively.
Okay, Ali, appreciate it.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves. 25. The Clippers. 27.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Here's McLaughlin. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. On the wing, Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. 5 on the clock. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Here's Kennard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Noel drives in. Uses the glass on the layup. Noel's got his first points in this one.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Batum. Out to Powell. The 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Powell wasting no time to let that one rip.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's McLaughlin. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. High post read. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Covington goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play. I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Here's Prince. Out covers. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here.
And Covington putting in the work right now on the defensive end.
No good. Batum, right side. Here's Kennard. Oh, and another three for the Clippers. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's McLaughlin looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Prince. Anderson for three. Here's McLaughlin, the three ball. Here's Prince. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, he's getting bodied up, but Taurean Prince has a pretty decent body himself, so not minding it one bit.
Here's Kennard driving in, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one's off. And he's good on the second.
And Kennard out there to help space the floor with that kind of range.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Second personal foul.
He's off on the first.
At the line for Minnesota.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Noel. Pass to Prince. Lets the three fly. Fires in the triple. Prince has got 5 points.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Here's Prince. 5 points in the game. Have no problems knocking that one down.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Kennard outside. Down low. Covington passes to Kennard. Now here's Jackson. Kennard outside. Back to Covington. Basket counts. Covington's got his second basket of the game.
Good to see Covington get in there and challenge the defense.
Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Shoots over Jackson.
Great work from Reggie. The coaching staff really loves it when he hustles like that on defense.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. It's beautiful basketball.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniel. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Substitution on the board.
Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Now here's George. From deep. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Back to Russell. There's the 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, the team gets Russell set up beautifully that time. Totally poised. No hesitation on that, too.
The Clippers call timeout. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told them this is a game that we can win. It's a game we should win. We've matched those guys step for step. From this point forward, let's try to force them to play at our tempo.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Not many guys can score on the move like Wall. A true slasher. Gets inside with ease and has a bunch of ways to finish.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Outside Russell. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
The Clippers in the lead. Leonard outside. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
Now here's George. Now Leonard. McDaniels covering. High arcing shot. Outside Edwards. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And so it's Minnesota with it. It's a 3-point game. Here's Russell, and it's Wall with the block.
Oh, nicely timed by Wall. Just so gifted with tremendous length at his position.
George against Russell. Second chance shot. Oh, and he got fouled. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place,
Previous play is under
calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here's Gobert. And it's Towns penetrating. Got a hand on it. In transition, here come the Clippers. And there's Wall. That one's good. On the assist by Zubac. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Gobert, that's good.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs him.
Outside Wall. Pass to George. And George with the jam.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Outside Edwards. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Towns a screen on George. To the paint. Ooh, Morris with a steal. And stolen by Edwards. To the inside. Towns. Ooh, nice D from George. The Clippers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Now Wall. Out to Leonard.
He set that trap up perfectly. I mean, he had the inside-out pass scouted and jumped right on it.
Towns passes to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Wall. Pass to Russell. Now Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Edwards is doubled. Back to Russell. Launches a 3. And he sinks it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. George for 3. Money from deep.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
Zubats against Russell. Pass to Towns. Over Morris. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
For tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Now Bane. After the missed 3 from Karl Anthony Towns.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Minnesota with the ball. Out to Edwards. Towns for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And Adams with the basket on the assist by Jackson.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
The drive by Russell. Towns wide open. Drains the three-pointer. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now here's Edwards into the lane. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Payne for 3. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Passes it to Towns. Back to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Down low, Towns with the steal. Edwards with it. Guarded down by Jackson. Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Morant. Here's Jackson. And the rejection by Towns. 4 on the shot clock. Brooks finds Jackson. Good on the bucket.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense. One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Now here's Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards can't hit. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. To the middle, here's Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thanks, David. Now, here is Russell. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Russell looking it over. Kicks it out to Prince. It's Edwards on the wing. 5 to shoot, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Grizzlies trail by 4. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The 3 from Morant. Drains it from beyond the arc.
As Shag gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
Now, here is Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. The pass to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gobert, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
That puts them in the lead. He gets it up. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Here's Towns. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
A nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And he's good on the second. How did you react, Richard, to the changes in rules in 2021, specifically those banning non-basketball moves?
I loved it because the game has gone so far offensively that it put the defenders in such a bad spot. And so now that you're allowing for the defenders to actually play defense now, I think it's great for the game.
And instead of tricking your way to the free throw line.
Yeah, because they were using that it's not a foul, it's what they call. And let's turn what they call into actual fouls. So the referees cleaned it up perfectly.
Here's Brooks driving inside.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Jackson. Adams trying to free himself up. And there's Jackson on the assist by Brooks.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
The kick out to Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Payne for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Morant against Russell. Morant passes to Bane. Offline with his 3.
He also loved that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Morant for 3. That shot is off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Russell inside, guarded by Morant. Jackson against Towns. Such a wide open look. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Morant kicks to Bane. Pass to Brooks. Back to Bain. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And finished off by Morant.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Right side Towns. Back to Russell. Out to Edwards. 6 to shoot. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject it.
Back to Bain. Morant looking around. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Back to Morant. Over Russell. Adams trying to free himself up. And the shot is long.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Morant passes to Bain. Lets it go with the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And Adams sends it back. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Brooks. Morant outside. On deep. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Edwards, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And this is Edwards' game, man. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
2 shots.
And Edwards drops them both. Morant with it. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Right back to David. Folks, we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Anderson. He's out there with McDaniel. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Anderson, a screen on Bain. Back to Anderson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the 2nd. And the Grizzlies with possession here. 4-point game. Morant outside. From 15 feet away. Offensive rebound. Here's Jack.
Oh, yes! Big body clearing the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the 3rd. Passes it to Reed. He kicks to McDaniels. Hits the 3-point bomb. McDaniels got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Outside Jackson. 3-pointer. And rebounded by McDaniels. Timberwolves shooting well. They're at 45%. And the pass to Reed. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. The kick out to Anderson. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Now, here's Bain. Guarded by Reed. Here's Adams, and he banks in the layup. Adams has got 6.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Morant. Noel passes to Anderson. Nice move. Puts the move on, and that's 2 points on the layup. Anderson's got 6 in the quarter.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Adams' shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the paint. Anderson passes to Noel. And there's the try. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant outside. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. And a miss there on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Reed misses. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Jackson passes to Bain. Jackson down low. He has 6. Now here's Morant for 3. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. McDaniels passes to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Out to the right wing. Pass to Noel. Going inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
The Grizzlies have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
At the line for Memphis.
That's good from Morant.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Prince. Drops in the tray. Prince has got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Morant outside. Fires the 3. And they get it back. And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break.
Please give a big round of applause.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now Morant. It's Bain atop the key. Back to Morant. It's stolen by Edwards. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Russell against Jackson. Out to Edwards. Five on the clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Bain passes to Morant. To the inside. Adams. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
The kick out to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside, Towns. Prince wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Payton for three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Edwards against Bain. Edwards kicks to Towns. From deep three-point range, Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Outside, Russell. The three. They get it back. Outside, Edwards. Towns, a screen on Bain. From deep. Edwards can't hit. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Down by 15. Bain finds Morant. Back to Bain. Here he goes. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The first one falls. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
And here's Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. Now, here is Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Russell against Morant. Kicks it out to Prince. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Bain passes to Morant. From the stripe, Adams trying to free himself up. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Minnesota.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Karl Anthony Towns.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Out to Brooks. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Steven Adams.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation. Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway.